Live stream, and it is just me today. My little sister is with her friends, but basically we are just going over old worlds that I have had, that I have built and put together before I started my Minecraft, before I started my live streams. I'm sorry. We will not be looking through mine and Alyssa's world because you already know what's in that world. Unless you haven't watched those videos, in which case I recommend that you go to them and don't forget to hit that like button on each video if you can. So first, we're going to start out with the very first world that I ever built. And this world has been here for ages, and I mean years. So we just turn around. This was the first house I ever built. It didn't look like this. It was actually a oak square house that started out as nothing, just something plain, until I finally modernized it. And then I added brick ways. But I only did it to that house, and that we'll get to in a minute. That big one we'll get to in a minute. Okay, so my first plan was to build like a modern community, like these, but that all changed, and I eventually added some very funny things, like this pool with multiple colors on it, and this is I think that's brick. Yeah, I think I used brick for this, and the rest carpet. So I thought that was pretty cool. No, that's concrete colors, and I also added in some redstone inside the pool just to light it up. Yeah, so that's the pool. Now, this world is super flat. That's because before I was like, I don't like having all these mountains, all these holes in the ground. I just want something flat where I can build whatever I want. And of course, we all know what these are. These are lights for the roads. So if it's nighttime, these will light up. If it's daytime, they'll come off. And this building right here was something that I used not that often, but I thought it was great. Now, I only use stone, but I thought that was all it needed. And basically what it is, it's a furniture store. And, you really need furniture in your house. Otherwise, if you just build the house without anything in it, it's going to be plain. But we have our TVs, we have our chairs, we have playthings for like your dogs or whatever animals you have, chandeliers, bed, the bunk bed, and the book bed. This costed a little extra, I think, what I called it. And then this is another bed with books and fences. And then I would sit in here as the cashier. Alright, so that's, now at the time I only built it in stone. Because it was like, I didn't know what else to put. And then over here, this world has gone through quite some changes. This is my pal. He's a good friend. He's a horse. I didn't name him, but in here is my Mr. Pig. He's an old friend he was one of the first pigs I ever saw in this world, so I tamed him, and I built him this nice little house. This actually used to be my original home till I moved way over there. Moving on, we have this expensive diamond house that I only put for looks, and it's always been for sale for so many diamonds. Like, no one could ever afford it. So this is what it is. Just a plain diamond and glowstone house that no one ever bought. Because no one has that many diamonds. And in here is an old friend villager. Two of them because I gave them a friend. These two actually give great sells. They give you great things to buy. Like, look, I can get an infinite one book. And this guy, he gives me wool for... If I give him wool, he'll give me an emerald. For 4 emeralds, I can get a shear. So what I could do was, I could give him 18 wool for an emerald, do another 18 wool for an emerald 4 times, till I can get the shears. And that's how we worked. Then they've got frames of weapons and a bow and all the helmets. And I just think that they're, and since I don't want them, you know, to come out and go all the way down there, I built them an iron door so that way they couldn't get out. It's not prisoning, it's just, you know. Over here, we'll start with this one. This one's one of my favorites because it has all my animals. And I'm thinking about upgrading the light system a little better. I did at one point, but I just did this. But there's other redstone right in here. This one I'm quite proud of. It shoots out all three. Not one at a time, but all three. And it's filled with all things my dogs and cat will love. Now, I'm going to go behind and show you the redstone contraptions. What I'm thinking about doing is, you know, adding one for each one. And let's go show you the redstone mechanics behind it. At the time, I was very new at redstone, and that was before like all the repeaters and everything, I believe. All like before the big redstone things came. Like I remember at the time we did have pistons, sticky pistons, levers, buttons, stone. We didn't have redstone blocks. I know we had redstone. We didn't have droppers. We did have these at the time. We just didn't have that very much redstone at the time. So I just used what I could to make them happy. Alright, moving on, we have that one's very fun, that was fun. This one is my blank outside, but inside is my, if I can even get in the door, inspirational room, where it has almost every block inside. I have every wool color, but it does not have every block. And I have my little golden apple computer and a sitting place for me to look around and just say, hey, I should use birchwood to build my next house. This next one was quite funny. It was inspired by Mr. Stampy Longnose, a great YouTuber himself. And I took his idea and I made my own outfit shop with random clothes that you can put on and they look fabulous. Oops. My bad. And then, let's fix that. And back here we have two changing rooms, one for men and one for women. And then I forgot to show you this one over here. It's a pumpkin. This one was the most expensive one to buy because it had diamond. This one was too because it had diamond chest plates, but not as much because it had gold. And gold's not that expensive. This one's like the cheapest model. The only pricey thing in here is the pants. And yep, that's the shop. And then if we go, we're gonna save this one for last because it's one of my biggest builds ever that I've ever built in World. Oh dear. This one still has a lever. Keep in mind, I still have missed some of these. This one must have been here for so long. Okay. I wonder how many others have that. This one was selling for 200 iron ingots. It's just a plain wool house. You know, you can put whatever in it. Took a lot of wool. Then over here we have a snowy house for a good reason, because we have snow golems. Hello, Mr. Snow Golems. How are you? We have so many people. It used to be one, but I realized how lonely he got. And I think if I remember correctly, if you grab, what was it, shears, you could shave his head, and then they'll look like this. Ha, they look so funny. But it's kind of cool, really. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll leave them alone, because I just shaved their heads off. In here, you can probably imagine what's in here. An iron golems. Hello, Mr. Iron Golems. How are you guys doing? Yes, they are very, very powerful. They couldn't even get out this door if they tried. Ow. Hey, guys, watch it. Hey, I'm trying to get out. Let me out. There we go. Okay. So let me show you the inside of my modern day house. This one took absolutely ages to modern up. So basically we have our pool. And since this is super flat, I couldn't take the pool too deep because if I remember correctly at the time, yeah, you couldn't edit out how deep you wanted the land to be. Alright, so if we go over here, we have one entrance. The other entrance is over there by the kitchen. So we have the living room, the kitchen, very small, compact. We go down here, we have the master bedroom, and I thought this would be a neat little idea to have, like, you know, chests and a shelf like that. And we have our curtains. And here's a map of my world. And I've only taken up a little space. There's still so much to this world that I can do. Here's my TV. I'm currently playing Donkey Kong. And then here are my beds. I went for the all black look in here. We also have some more drawers over here. And then over on the other side is a little living room. Because we all need a living room. Here it is. And we got a horror movie going with our speakers on the sides. Then if we go upstairs, we have this little room. And we go in here, we have one side of the balcony and the other side facing nothing. But this side faces the whole world. And I like how I took the bricks and took them to each entrance. That's pretty neat. Now, I should open this up more just to give more room, but I didn't know what else to put in here, so I just did that. And in here is a guest room. We have a full blue effect in here, with the blue curtains, drawers, and a TV, and of course the beds. And without further ado, let's go check out the biggest thing I ever built in my world. Well, first is it was my dad's birthday coming around the corner, so I decided to build him this. I thought it'd be kind of cute. And it turned out okay. I just did better with the age and got sloppier and sloppier, and at the time I was still a noob. Oh, how could I have forgotten? We left out a hotel. We left out the hotel, and the reason why it's so bulky over here is because, well, I was trying redstone for these lightings, and got a little bulky, so that way I could get rid of redstone and all that. So what I think I did was I took it around the side of the no, I didn't. I built its own little redstone right here. But yeah, and the stairs, I thought that'd be a cool little effect to have the stairs like this. I did try the upside down look, it just didn't look right to me. Then if we go up, we have the orange and red room. There's basically like red things in here. This room is TNT. The orange for pumpkins, because you know. And then if we go up here, we have yellow and green, well, lime green, with emeralds, and that's one of the expensive rooms. And golden apples for the orange, for the yellow. Oh my god. I should have put the pumpkins with yellow and the golden apples with orange. Duh. But I didn't really know at the time. I was just having fun. And we have our blue and the pink. In the blue room, we just have, what do we have in here? I think they're diamonds. And then in here, that's one of the expensive suites. And in here we have just pink wool, because at the time, there's barely anything that was pink. And then up here, we have the pool. Yes, a swimming pool above the hotel. A very nice thing. And then over here is my battle arena. At the time, I was thinking, okay, if I'm gonna have people in my world, we want to have some fun. So I built a little battle arena over here. And I really should do something better with this lighting. But basically, this is what it is. It's just a sitting room. You go over here, you get a random color. And then that color will tell you to go which way. And then in the final match, and then it'll be randomized whichever room you go to for the final match. So I really should make the final match in the far back, you know. instead of having a random room. The green one was trees. At the time I couldn't build trees. This was the best I could do. So basically you had to maneuver around trees without going out the white zone and hitting each other until one person falls. And then if we go over here to the blue one, we have the cobblestone arena. Basically what would happen is, if you misstep, it would hurt. Well, it wouldn't, but like, I need to figure out a way to make it sure if you step on the wrong spot, it will hurt. Until one falls, of course. And then if we go all the way over to the orange room, this is the swimming arena. Basically, you guys would swim and fight each other. And then we would have chairs over here for the audience to watch. Then if we go over to red, this one's I think the red was the final arena. I think I decided on the red being the final arena since it was so long. And then this one, yeah, I mean, you would stand on one side, it'd be like a dodgeball thing, you know? And then by the time man, what were the rules? Okay, so what happened was you would have to stand on one side for a certain amount of time, and if you get close and someone pushes you back, like far out, then you're out. But there would be a certain timer, and then, man, I wish I could have put redstone where it would change to red. That would show the fight can begin. That'd be cool. But yeah, this is my very first world ever that I ever built inside of my Minecraft PS4 edition. With that, this world is done. And now we will be moving on to another world. Said very quick, and this is taking forever. Okay, now we have, I can't remember what this one, oh yes, this was one of my Survivor World challenges. Let's load this up. It's fairly new, not that new, but new. But let's jump in and see what we have. As you can see, I'm doing very well for myself in this survival world. I actually have gone on creative a few times, but what are you gonna do? And this was not one of my first houses I ever built. It was originally a square one, but I took some ideas from other YouTubers and put this one together. And then here's a whole map of the world. There we are, right there. But yeah, I mean, it suits well, and it's very, very nice. But this is all there is in the... Oh wait, there's still this room. But in a survival world, there's always that first place you always go to. And that place is right over here. Is that one of my... Oh, that's one of my dogs. I completely forgot. Okay, he can join us while we explore to my old house. And that is right over here. So... this was what I started out with. This. I did empty out this chest and looted it and took all the good stuff. And check out how deep I had this mining system. And this would lead me right into here. Be careful. And I got so wealthy I just didn't pick up any more iron. But yeah, that's the end of this world. There's not really much more to explain in this world. So, let's exit out of here. And then see what else we have to offer. I just woke up too. So, this one is brand new. Like, it's not old, but new, but old, but new. Kind of a funny thing to say. And I put this one together, and I think I'm very proud of this one because I have water going around the sides, redstone like this, and if we, oops, we don't want to go down here. Then if we go out here, it was a structure like this. So if we go inside, it looks like this. And this house is still incomplete. This is my bedroom, so let's take a nap. So everything looks better when it's all bright and shiny. So basically, this house is still incomplete. I'm still thinking about what to put in here, and I'm proud of this one. We have a waterfall inside the house, and we have water that we can see flowing around the sides of the house. We also got our redstone, and we have our lever that controls it over here. As you can see, we got a little bit of a lag. But the reason why it's so bright in here is because, one, there's a hole in the ceiling. Two, is because there are torches over here, and I thought it would just give it a good look. But that's this world, and there will be more to come in here, in this world, because I'm seeing, like, I have flattened out some areas of this world already, and I'm gonna do a lot of things in this world later on. And with that, guys, my friend's world, she did nothing. Like, she did the no bed challenge, so there was like nothing there. So basically, yeah, that's about it. That's those are the 3 worlds that I have built, and we of course couldn't have come here without the very first. I couldn't have learned what to build without my very first world. I was a noob in that world, but thank you guys so much for watching this, and I hope you guys enjoy it when me and Alyssa do our Minecraft live stream in a couple of hours. Don't forget to hit that like button and the subscribe button if you haven't or aren't already. Thank you guys so much for watching again, and don't forget, stay cool. Peace out.